Hello and welcome to softexpert. In today's video I'll be showing you how to secure your WordPress website from being hacked using SolidWP plugin, which is a free plugin that we can use to secure our website. And by using SolidWP we can scan our website regularly, we can enable two-factor authentication, we can change the admin URL of our website, and we can also limit the login attempts. We can block brute force attacks using its firewall, and I will also show you how we can disable XML RPC. And there are a couple of things to do, so let's dive into it. And the first thing is you will need to download the SolidWP plugin. So to download it, just go to this link in the description, which is softexpert.vk/solidwp, and then hit enter. And it will take you to SolidWP official website, and here you can see the pricing for the pro version if you want to get a pro version. But don't worry, we can use the free version to get all the things that we need. So to download the free version, just go to basic here, and then you can see this is free for lifetime. So just click on get SolidWP, and it will take you to WordPress repository. From here you can download this plugin, so just click on download, and this will download a zip file for you that now we can upload to our WordPress website. So let's go to our WordPress dashboard, and now to upload that plugin, just go to plugins, click add new plugin, then go to upload plugin and choose file, and then select that BetaWP security and install now, and then go ahead and activate it, and that's it. Now you can see the plugin is activated. You can go to its settings directly from here. You will see another tab here which is security, so just click on setup, and this will open up its welcome visit. And in the first step you will need to determine what kind of website you have. So if you are running an e-commerce store, you can select this one, a network website, non-profit, blog, and so on. And this is just an example website, so I'll just choose blog. And then you can enable security check pro, which is by the way free, so just enable it and then click next. Then if you are using a client website, you can select this option, and if you have your own website, you can select this one. And then do you want to secure your user accounts with a password or policy? So yes, enforce a password policy for these users. Okay, so just enable it and then click next, and it will take you to the next step, which is the global settings. And here you can authorize your IPs, so just click on authorize my IP, and this will keep your IP safe for the next few hours, and you will be in the dashboard in case you are locked out. Okay, then go to next step, and here you can enable two-factor authentication. So you can use an authenticator app from your Android or iOS device, and you can also enable email authentication that I'll show you later on. So let's go to next step, user groups. So if you have custom user groups in your website like customers, candidates, freelancers, and so on, you can choose this option. But if you have a simple website and you only have a default user roles, select this option, and then this will take you to its features. So here you can enable and disable the features that you need. For example, manage select security, you can enable this. Then this is the security dashboard, enable dashboard creation, which will allow user to create new security dashboards. Then this is the password requirement. So if you enable this, then this will ask the user to have a strong password, which is fine, and refuse compromised password. So if a user enter a weak password, this won't take that password. Okay, and these are for the administrator. If you have other roles like editor, authors, contributors, you can check these options and you can make changes based on your needs. And for these user roles, we have disabled these options because we don't want these users to manage the plugin and to change its settings. Okay, only admin will manage this plugin. So let's go to next step. Then we have notifications. So manage and configure email notification sent by Solid Security. If you want to get notified by this plugin, you can write your email here, and here you can choose the default reception for it. Okay, so just write your email and then click complete setup, and this will take a while, and that's it. Thanks to Solid Security Basic, your site is secure and ready for the users. Okay, now there are a couple of other settings to tweak, so let's go to settings, and then we have a couple of settings like global, features, user groups, notification, and advanced. I'll cover a few of these options just to show you. Okay, and then you can check all these options and you can enable and disable things. So under global setting, the first thing we have write to files, which is basically a permission to this plugin to write their code in these files like wp-config or htaccess. If you disable this, then you will have to write the code manually, but this is fine. And then we have these values for the lockouts and for the days to remember and so on. So these default values are fine, but if you want to confuse hackers and you want more security, then you can just change these values. For example, 20, and you can change this to 3 or more. And then this is the ban threshold, the number of lockouts Solid Security must remember before permanently banning the attackers. Okay, and then we have lockout messages like error, and you can also change these messages to something else. For example, you are locked out because of the wrong passwords and so on. This is the user logout message, this is the community logout message, so you can change these based on your needs. Again, this will remember the IPs for 24 hours in case you are logged out, okay? Then this is the logging, and here you can choose two options like files or databases, or you can choose both. I'll suggest to use database only because this is very lightweight, and for a simple website you can choose database only, okay? And you can learn more about these options here on this page. And days to keep the logs, so here you can choose the number of days if you want to know who is attacking your website, who are the hackers, and how much tries are being made on your website, and so on. So 60 days is sufficient, and you will have a record of 2 months, which is fine. Again, IP detection and other, so hide security menu from the admin bar, which is this security, okay? You can just hide it if you want to, and then save changes. And that's it. Now let's scroll up and we'll go to features. Again, we have two-factor authentication. If you enable this, here in the methods you can see all methods, all except emails are selected methods only, okay? You can scroll down, you can see disable on first login, and we can just disable it because this simplifies the sign-up flows for users who require two-factor authentication, okay? So if a new user sign up and they will have to do two-factor authentication, then this will make the sign-up process very lengthy. So on the first login, we will disable it, okay? This is very clear. You can learn more about this, and you can change its text as well. Then this is the firewall, where you can block specific IP addresses and user agents from accessing your website, okay? You can export it and you can customize it. And then we have firewall rules, and this is the maximum violation for IP address, and this is the minutes to remember, okay? Again, you can change these values if you want to, but the default values are fine. Then we have local brute force. If you expand it, you can see we can automatically lock out admin user, and this is the admin username, okay? Which means that keeping an admin username is very unsecure, and you should change it, okay? By the way, to change this admin user role, you can just go to users, and here you can see I just have this one username. If I want to add a new one, I can click on add new user. Then I'll write a username for him. So for example, this email is also required, and I'll generate a strong password for him. And under role, make sure to choose administrator because we want to make this admin, okay? Then add new user, and that's it. And this is how you can change your admin username, okay? Let's go back. So if you enable this, then no one can use admin as their username, okay? And here you can limit the login attempts. So you can limit the login attempts on your website. You can change the number. Let's make it 3. So now if someone tries 3 times with the wrong password or username, it will lock out that person and that IP, okay? And these are the maximum login attempts per user. You can also decrease it for more security, and these are the minutes to remember bad logins, okay? And then we have the network brute force, and here you can write your email to receive the notification if someone attacks on the website, okay? These options are very clear, just save changes. And then we have user groups, okay? If you go there, we have the same user rules that I showed you in the wizard, so let's leave it. And under notification, you can just enable and disable notification from this plugin, okay? Solid Security will send notification from this email address. If you keep it empty, this will use your admin email. And for the rest of these options, you can just enable and disable the email notification, okay? If I go here, you can see this is enabled. If I want, I can disable it and then save changes. And all these are pretty clear, okay? And then go to advanced, and here are a few options. So system tweaks, if you expand it, you can see file access, which is protect system files and disable directory browsing, okay? Then we have PHP executions like disable PHP in uploads, disable PHP in plugins, and so on. So the default option is fine. Then WordPress tweaks, here again we can disable file editor and so on. And then we have API access, so here you can enable and disable the XML RPC. You can learn more about RPC here on this page. And remember that if you disable XML RPC, some plugins like Jetpack plugin, the WordPress mobile apps, and PingPay plugins may not work, okay? So make sure to check these options if you are disabling this option. Then for the user, you can change the WordPress login, like you can log in with email and username. You can keep only email, or you can keep only username. Then you can force a unique nickname, and you can disable extra user archive. And under hide backend, you can change the admin URL if you enable it. Then you can change the WP login page URL, okay? And you can write your own custom slugs here. And you can also enable redirection, which will redirect user to a custom location on your website instead of throwing to a 404 or 403 page, okay? So these are some settings in this plugin. You can explore all of these by going to the settings. Now let me show you one more thing, which is the site scan. If you go there, and here you can just scan your website, okay? So you can click on start scan. This will scan the whole website and will show you the results. Now it's scanning plugins, then themes, then WordPress core files, Google Save browsing, and so on. And after that, this will show you the results. You can see these two users have not enabled two-factor authentication, which we will see now. Okay, for that you can go to tools, and here you will find some basic options like identify your server IPs if you want to, and it can also change the user ID 1, which is easy to hack. So if you want to change the user ID 1, you can just run it, and this will change the user ID from 1 to another number. Scroll down. Here you can change the database table prefix. By default, it will be WP underscore, okay, which is easy to hack and easy to access by hackers. You can just run it to change the table prefix in the database, okay. And here you can set encryption key if you want to, and here you can create ME plugin loader. This is by the way by default in the hosting dashboard. And now to enable two-factor authentication, make sure to enable it first, and for that we'll go to settings, then we'll go to features, and it's already enabled. And now let's log out and we'll log in again. Now you can see here we can set up two-factor authentication. So if you want to set it up, just click on continue, and now you can select the methods. So if you are using a mobile app like Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, you can just use those apps and you can just explore it. Then you can choose your device either in Android or iOS. You can install that app and then you can scan this QR code, okay, which will then just give you a code, and you can put it here and it will log in you securely. Okay, let's go back. If you want to enable email authentication, you can just enable it, and now it's enabled, and just click on continue. Okay, that's it, and let's skip it for now. And you can see due to the site rule, a strong password is required. Please choose a new password that reads as strong on the meter. Okay, and this is because of that security plugin that we just installed. So I'll just copy it and we'll update it, and that's it. So this was a SolidWP plugin. Here on the dashboard you can see all the news about this plugin, the ban overviews, the tags, the backups, and so on. And again, to learn more about this plugin, you can just follow the link in the description from where you can download this plugin as well. And I hope this video will be helpful for you. If you want to learn more about WordPress, Elementor, and WooCommerce, just watch my previous videos about WordPress. And still, if you have any questions about this video, you can ask in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next.